Futon. I saw After the Wedding. After the Wedding stars Julianne Moore, Michelle Williams, and Billy Crudup. What's it about? Well, as you can tell from the trailer, if you saw the trailer, Michelle Williams is in India, and Julianne Moore is willing to give her millions of dollars for the orphanage in India. But in the trailer, Julianne Moore's husband knows Michelle Williams somehow. And in the trailer, there's a lot of twists and turns, and you better tell me the truth. You better tell me the truth. You better say the truth. So, After the Wedding, it's a very melodramedy movie. Let's put it that way. All the manipulation that was shown in the trailer, there is no manipulation. This is one of the movies where I think this is a remake of a Danish movie, if I'm not mistaken. I could be 100% wrong, but it is 100% a remake of another movie that was made in Europe. This one has an American cast, of course, and with the trailer, I thought, like, you have trailers, you just have me gasping for breath. And actually, I saw each twist and turn happening. Like, you just saw by their facial expressions and how they're looking at each other, like, you know what's going to happen to a lot of these characters, and what they're actually doing means that point A to point C is actually kind of simplistic, and you don't see the surprises that are supposed to be surprising twists and turns. Like, there was no twist and turn surprises in this movie. But if you want to say what's good about the movie, the atmosphere looks good, the design of the movie looks good, the acting was good in the movie. I mean, it's well acted, like I said, written okay. I mean, if it's the same exact script as the original, which I don't believe it, because I know they switched the characters of, Julianne Moore and Michelle Williams are actually dudes in the original. And of course, Billy is a girl. Hence the switcheroos. But yeah, this movie falls flat with what it's trying to do. Like I said, twists and turns just not there. The melodrama is all-time high. A lot of critics called it soap opera. That's very true. But what the main problem is the trailer and how they are selling this movie. This movie, I was expecting manipulation, like Michelle Williams manipulating Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore is going to manipulate her husband, and then their daughter is going to get manipulated by some of these characters. But it just like when the first twist happened and the two characters meet up, I expected more emotion or drama or just more emotion. There was no emotion in a lot of these scenes. Maybe it was just written on paper, but I just feel like in a real world situation, that what wouldn't happen. It would just be completely different. But there's, like I said, there's some good dialogue between Julianne Moore and Michelle Williams that go together. But other than that, like, I didn't believe this movie for a second. It's not believable. Even at that point, like, I could understand, like, okay, the trailer says it's this way, but okay, I understand why they did it in the movie this way. But the problem is, I was expecting manipulation. I didn't get manipulation, which is all right, but I expect something else in return. And I didn't get anything in return for that manipulation effect. So bad trailer equals bad viewing experience, but with some great acting and good looking camera work and visuals of like the cinematography and costume design, as well as just the whole atmosphere around them. After the Wedding will receive a 2 out of 4 blue futons, which equals that 40%. So see the critics' news scores gave this film. So you have critics of 43% with 113 of them, and the users in 78 with 181. Here's critic consensus. After the Wedding benefits from a solid casting and strong source material, yet provides stubbornly resistant to spark to emotional life. I'll have to agree with that critic consensus. That's like one of the dead on ones. There was no emotion in this movie. Like, I think they were trying to make you cry at the end, and you're just like, but I saw that coming. Like, you know what was going to happen, and there was no backstory. Yeah, you know that Julianne Moore has his Horizon company, but, like, I don't know. There's some things in the movie, too, like, they try to be, I want to say they try to be political. Like, there's, of course, she's in India, he's a millionaire, I don't know if a billionaire, and there is some good back and forth of, like, oh, you thought about this about the rich. It's like, well, I changed because I grew up, and other stuff around that, and the whole Julianne Moore and Michelle Williams having some good dialogue together of like, oh, you think you're rich so you could own me? And then she's like, well, you're a bitch because you did this. And you're like, that makes sense. But overall movie as a whole, I was expecting just manipulation, deceiving. I didn't get that. So do you agree with the 78, the 43, or the 40 Chase Young, the Blue Futon? Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think is Blue Futon Utopia. You love Futonians. Thank you for watching and have a great day. And I only know the next movie I will actually want to see at the indie theater is Brittany Runs a Marathon. I think that'll be a fun little movie. And there's official secrets came out, but I have no interest watching that movie. Nah. But yeah. Smile.